Hey, so what is going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and this has been around for a while, but I wanted to do a video on it now because I actually got it working properly. I was going to do a video on it earlier, but then the 3.0 PS4 update ended up breaking it, but now it's all updated. So I'm going to be showing you all, if you have an Android device, how you would be able to remote into your PlayStation 4 and play your PS4 games wherever you have an internet connection, whether it be Wi-Fi or if you're on a phone, if you have mobile internet, mobile data of any kind. Now, depending on your connection, everything, it will differ with, how well it runs, but the point is you should still be able to do it. So you're gonna need a few things here. First off, you will need an Android phone running at least version 4.2 of the operating system. You could run something with 4.0 or higher, that's what it's slated as. However, it is recommended you have a device on 4.2 or above. You will also need a way to install and copy over APK files, which is not hard at all. And of course, you will need a PlayStation 4 that is connected to the internet and that has the latest PlayStation system update on there. If you have all those, we can go ahead and continue. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead, come to this page that I have linked down below in the description, and you can come down here where you could go to the download section and you can pick the latest version that is available. So you can either download from Mega or from MediaFire. I prefer MediaFire. Now you can either download a version of Remote Play that has the buttons on it, so you'll have buttons on screen, or you'll have invisible touch buttons. You will see the buttons in a demonstration later on, and then you can decide, and you just have to pick one of these and install it, and if you don't want the buttons, or you do, you can just uninstall it and put the other one on. But anyways, all you need to do is go ahead, click the latest download available, go ahead, download it from here, and then copy it over to your Android device. Now the next step, you'll need to go over to your PS4, go over to settings, and then go down to your remote play connection settings, and down there you're going to have to enable remote play if it has not already been enabled. You're also going to see an option called add device. You might need to add your device if you haven't done it before. I don't need to do it this time, but you might have to. So if it asks for a device code, go to your add device option and then enter the code that is right there, not on mine, but on your PS4 on your application here next. Now go ahead on your device, go to your settings, go to security, and then allow unknown sources to be installed. Now what you want to do is use a file explorer of your choosing to open up the APK file and let it install. After it installs, go ahead, open it up to your application. If you want to, you can set up a DualShock 4 controller to work on here using an OTG cable, but we're not going to do that for now. Go ahead and go into your settings first off and tweak them as you like. What I recommend doing is going to video quality and bumping up the resolution and bumping up the frame rate. That way you'll have some nice smooth gameplay if your connection allows. Next up, you also need to sign in right here. Now because I've already signed in on this device multiple times, I don't need to enter my credentials, but it let me sign in automatically there. After that, go ahead and hit next right there as the first option, and you will now be able to connect to your PS4. Now your PS4 has to be on, or it has to be on rest mode, but it does need an active internet connection going to it. So that's actually a nice thing. If your PS4 is running on rest mode, you can go ahead and keep it running in standby mode like that, and then you can turn it off and on using this app right here. Now after about a minute or two of waiting for it to connect, it should connect you to your PlayStation 4, and after that you're home free. You are able to now play your games in, if it maxes out right here, 720p 60 frames a second. Now the only thing is, occasionally you'll have some network interruptions, or it might lag a little bit, and there is a noticeable time delay, which is extremely noticeable when you play games such as Until Dawn or anything that does require QuickTime events. But even though you can't see to the full extent here because I was recording this in 30 frames a second, this is, as I said, my PlayStation 4 running at 720p 60 frames a second. Some people might complain, oh, it's only capped at 720p. Honestly, my phone is 6 inches, which is huge for a phone, but I don't notice. It looks pristine on my phone. I think it looks great. As I said, the only issue that you'll run into is, just any type of QuickTime events where you do have a delay or anything like that. But aside from that, it works out very well, and I am extremely impressed with this application. Now, the only thing is, as you can see, the buttons on there, like the buttons on screen, are very noticeable. You can change the transparency a little bit if you want to, but they're quite big, so you might want to decide if you want to have the button version of this or not. And also, I myself, I am horrible at playing phone games. And by that, I mean, like, I need buttons when I play games. I need keys or something. I can't do touchscreens when I play games, so I'm not a big mobile gamer by that means. So what you can do if you're like me and you want to use a controller, you can either purchase a OTG cable, which will allow you to go from male to female on your phone or your device or whatever it is, and then you can hook up a DualShock 4 wired to your device, or if your device is rooted, you can actually use the Bluetooth capabilities on there to sync up a controller to it and then use it on here. However, as I said, you do need a rooted device for it to be wireless. But aside from that, you could either do it directly on screen right here if you're out and about, or you can use a wired controller with ease. Aside from that, you know, even installing this APK does not require root or anything like that, so you're good to go on there. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and a friendly reminder to anybody who's using this over their mobile network, be careful because you might be eating up your data on here. Anyways, signing off for real this time. Hope this helped you out. Later, everyone.